Hey there folks, this is DMC Jedi Man Gaming and welcome back to NASCAR Heat 4. We're jumping back into this today. Hope everyone's been enjoying the series so far. Don't forget, if you like my content, be sure to like and subscribe. Hit the bell icon to stay notified when I upload. Check out my main channel sometime if you like taste tests, trailer reactions, unboxings, and reviews. And feel free to follow DMC Jedi Man's Den on social media. I'm currently on Facebook, Twitter, Discord, and Blue Sky. Links, as always, will be in the description below. Let's get this to where we can start the recording up. Which basically means once the copyrighted music is passed here, then we'll get it going. I've got a whole new batch of items, including at least one really special item I got recently. Okay. Starting the recording right now. Okay, recording's been started. Let me just keep my eyes on this so I have a visual to help sync things up. Come on. There we go. Okay, make sure everything is currently recording. It is. Alright, so I think we're at Dover next. At least that's what it said there. We'll see whether or not it actually is or not. Okay, looks like we're in the Busch Series. It is Dover. Okay, use that car for the race. Alright, so first item up, this, I guess I might as well start with the best item I have here and one of the newest ones to my collection. This here is a custom 1/24 scale John Andretti box tops for education super moist diecast. Now, in terms of the custom job on it, it looks relatively good. You know, not 100% perfect, but it's far better than I could do. It's, you know, got a real cloth, or rather the normal sort of cloth net. It's got all the opening features, you know, roof flaps, trunk, hood. But the coolest thing about it, aside from it being custom and well done, is the fact that it is signed on the windshield by John Andretti. Now, I don't know if the person had a different signed car and they used the windshield from that for this, or if they actually put this together and then brought it to John Andretti and had them sign it before his passing. Either way, I'm really happy to have this in my collection. I didn't actually have a signed John Andretti diecast in it beforehand. Like, I'd had other John Andretti autographs, but having this, you know, having it be a custom, you know, 43 signed John Andretti diecast, that is just awesome. And I got it for an amazingly good price, too. You know, it was a bidding thing, but luckily for me, I ended up being the top bidder. Alright. Let's get our practice qualifying done.
Got one peeking outside.
It feels good to jump back into this. It's actually been a while since I recorded the last episode. That's part of the thing about only doing these once a month now. Is it actually is a bit farther in between doing them. I'm actually surprised we haven't gotten the practice goal yet. Still? I'm only going to give it a couple more laps and then it's like to hell with the practice goal. I do not care enough to go after it. Or rather enough to keep going after it. It's like if I get it, I get it. If I don't, I don't. And it... Okay, finally got it! Alright, let's get ourselves a qualifying spot. Not the worst, but we definitely have a little work to do. It's like Gregson, Galding, Reddick, Nemechek, Annette, Chastain, Jeffrey Earnhardt, Gralla, and Custer are the ones ahead of us. Alright, Cesar Baccarella didn't have a good practice. Cole Custer won the pole. And Josh Williams has to start the back from an engine change. So, unfortunately, Baccarella and Williams, I don't believe, were either the ones that we needed to fail. Okay. Outside. So we got 6 more laps to get this done. We made it up to 3rd though, so... Just stop getting so close to the wall there. Or not the wall, but the seam. That keeps hurting us. We got to second. See whether or not we can get up to him. I don't think so, though. Maybe. We're starting to sniff him a little. I think I'm going to run out of time, though. And since it's Michael Annette, I'd rather not wreck him for the spot. It's like I don't have to win every single race in any of the series.
One more to go.
No, came up short. Another 5 laps and maybe I would have had him. Or if I'd started in 9th instead of 10th. All right. All right. So what's next? Cup race. At Kansas. Let's change the paint scheme. We'll do this one. Alright, so next up, I'll show off one of the hats. I have a bunch of hats for showing off this time. What we have here is a vintage Harry Gant hat. Now, if I had to guess a year, I'd say somewhere between 91 to 94. No year on that, though. Overall, pretty cool hat. I actually got this as part of a lot of hats with a second hat that will be shown off a little later on. Actually rediscovered I had them. I was going through photos recently. It's like, oh, I forgot I had those two hats. Had to do some hunting to figure out where they were, but once I found them, you know, I put them aside for this episode. Once we have our practice goal, then we'll do a qualifying lap. Yeah, I think for today's episode, I'll alternate between the hats and the other things. Also think if I don't make it to the practice goal this time around, then like the next 2 laps will be the last attempts, and then I'm gonna give up on the goal.
Still there. All right, you're clear then.
I don't think I'm gonna make it. Yeah. Not gonna get the practice goal, so to hell with it.
Time to go now.
It's like I would have had to have been in a pack drafting with him, I think, to do it, so oh well. Probably won't get a great qualifying position, but as long as I can finish in the top 10, I'll take it. Kansas is a grueling track at times. Some pretty major wrecks happen at Kansas. In fact, there was a wreck at Kansas back in 2017 that took the then driver Art Almirola out of the car for almost the remainder of the season. Like, I think he missed like 10 races or something. Allowed Bubba Wallace to end up driving it, which was Bubba's first time driving the 43. Then, of course, he got hired to replace Almirola full-time starting in 2018 up until he got replaced by Eric Jones for the 2021 season.
All right, qualifying's over. Good job.
13th, that's actually not as bad as I fear. In terms of the ones ahead of us, Larson, Jones, Kurt Busch, Boyer, Blaney, the Asshole, Logano, Newman, Johnson, Bowman, Harvick, and Keselowski got the pole.
Good evening, race fans. This is Rick Allen. Tonight we're at Kansas Speedway for the KC Digital Ally 400. We're about a third of the way through the season. Who will make their way to victory lane and cement a spot in this year's playoffs? Let's head down to the track and find out.
Harvick is well prepared for the race. Hamlin's been struggling all weekend, and Keselowski won the pole.
All right, be smart out there. Going green. Ready?
Boogity, boogity, boogity! Let's go race through the cornfields of Kansas, boys!
Still there? Still there.
Jones is wiggling a bit.
Stay on the bottom here.
So I got 11 laps to get up there and do this.
Careful, still there. Top 3, shoot if you need it. All right, 10 to go. Keep it nice
like, fuck you, Bush. You wanted to crowd me? Well, you got wrecked. I was gonna leave you alone, but you sealed your fate.
Still there? You got room. You're clear.
It's like I was actually not going to wreck him this time. You know, I just wanted to get up front, but nope, he decided he wanted to crowd into me, so fuck him. Feel bad for the other cars I got tangled up with. I'll apologize to any of them if they need apologies. Suarez, I'm sorry. I'm sure yours was one of the ones affected.
Five to go, driver.
Should be able to get fourth from Logano. I don't think I'll be getting third, second, or first. Looks like it might be Harvick up there in the lead. Either that or Harvick's in third. I know the white car's Keselowski. You know, for a brief moment with the reflection of the light in the TV, I thought Logano was on fire. I'm like, oh dear God, what's going on with him?
Still there? You got room. You're clear there.
Like, if it hadn't been for the whole Bush thing, I might have been up there with them. I probably would have been.
Pity cars just ahead.
Well, I'm up to third, and I now have more of a chance because they had to swerve to avoid him.
I need two more.
I think I can get second now. I don't know about the lead, but second is close. Final lap. Yeah, I'm not getting the lead, I'm sure. Yeah, I don't even think I'm going to get second now, because unfortunately I didn't catch up as much as I should have. Still, I'll take third. Top three.
That's an amazing finish.
Where did jerk face finish? Please tell me way back. Ha! Second to last. Nice. Where is Chase Elliott? 20th. Bush is... Unfortunately, I think Bush is locked into the points. But maybe when the chase starts, I can knock him out. What sort of whining is he about to do? Okay, so Blaney. Hey Stan Lund, I thought we were friends. Why did you take me out? I'm sorry. Well, fuck you too, Bush. Hey Stan Lund, that is it. I'm putting you in the wall next race. Count on it. Yeah? Well, fuck you too, buddy. You were the one crowding me that caused me to decide enough was enough, so fuck off. Ryan Newman. Is there anything Stan Lund cannot do? I mean, Stan Lund is a totally amazing driver, a fantastic person, and Stan Lund is the best bowler on my bowling team. Well, thank you. Daniel Suarez. No one is better than Stan Lund. I mean, that's my best friend we're talking about. Alright, so... yeah, fuck you, Bush. Okay, Truck Series race. We are at Dover. Okay. And while we're waiting on that to load up, I'll show off the next item. So, what we have here is a Dale Earnhardt Coca-Cola hauler. Now, I believe this is made by Action. Yep, made by Action. You know, fairly standard hauler. The back end opens up so you can put some die-cast cars in there. It's 1/64 scale. You know, neat little piece for my collection. I actually only just found, you know, the cab that went with this, so now that I have them together again, it will end up on the shelf on display. Alright, let's get our practice lap in.
Clear the pit, hammer down.
Okay, Hill. It's like, you want to crowd into me? Well, fuck you. It's like, here I am trying to start my practice, and you're like, oh, It's like, nope, not happening. Obviously, this lap's going to be a wash. Oh, it wasn't a wash. There's the practice lap.
Hammer down.
6th. Okay, so who's ahead of us? So Gilliland, Lupton, Chastain, Self, and Friesen. Clay Greenfield's really fast. Wayne Self crashed during qualifying, so he's got to start the back. And Joe Nemechek missed the driver's meeting, has to start the back. But I think it was Hunter Nemechek that we needed to have an issue, not Joe.
We're going green. Are you ready? Green flag is in the air. Car on the outside now. Still there? Stay low. Clear all around. You're all clear up.
There we go. To the lead in 1 lap.
About to go. Stand by. That was a great smash.
Yeah, just for us, I haven't actually won a race yet this episode. I obviously didn't win the Cup race. I didn't win the Busch race, and
Wow, that's fast.
this is the first truck race of the episode. I mean, this is the 3rd race total, so... This one, though, I think I'm gonna win. Call it a hunch.
White flag. Next time by. All right, let's go. White flag.
Final lap of this race.
Go get the checker flag. It's yours.
There we go. There's our first win of the day. Okay. After this next race, we'll stop the recordings and start up fresh ones. Stan Lund closes in on 200 win milestone. With Stan Lund's 190th win, only 10 more to go. So 10 more wins and we'll get the achievement for winning 200 races. Okay, Stuart Friesen. I'm always impressed with Stan Lund every time I race, and today was no different. Stan Lund was perfect at Dover. And then Grant Enfinger. Hey Stan Lund, you ran another perfect race today. You are amazing. Say, you want to join us for some karaoke later? Sure. Oh, I'd better actually compliment both of them. Alright, where's the Busch Series at now? Charlotte. Alright, and with that I'll show off the next item. This is the other hat that I ended up getting in that lot of hats I mentioned when I was showing off the Harry Gant one. This is a Wally Dallenbach 43 hat. And this is the whole reason I bought the lot. Don't get me wrong, I was happy to have a Harry Gant hat, but a Wally Dallenbach 43 hat was even more desired. Now, granted, it's not the best looking Wally Dallenbach 43 hat. I'm not sure who decided to go with, baby shit brown and, light blue as a color combination instead of, STP, red and petty blue. But, either way, nice hat. Glad that I have it. Okay, let's get ourselves some practice, some qualifying, and some racing done in this one.
Okay, get back in there. Let's go.
I'm hoping we'll get to 193 wins before the end of this episode. That sounds like it could be obtainable. Or attainable, I mean. At least with Truck and Busch Series events on the schedule. Oh, I know it. This is my last attempt at the practice goal. Like, if I caught that other guy on the straightaway instead of the corner, I could have drafted with him longer, but it's like, no. I mean, maybe I'll give it one more lap, depending on how, yeah, I'm way off. To hell with it.
All right, dig, driver.
You know, the thing is, if I'd done the what do you call them, modifieds in this season too, I'd probably already be at 200 wins. Although we also wouldn't be anywhere near where we are in this season either.
Puts us on the starting grid.
12. Alright, who do we need to have bad days? Chastain, Miller, Bell, Cindric, Williams, Haley, Reddick, Hunter Nemechek, Brandon Brown, Allgaier, and Cole Custer. Brandon Brown is well prepared. Cole Custer won the pole, and Jeremy Clements gave up qualifying position. I don't think he was one of the ones ahead of us. No, because we are still starting in 12.
All right, be smart out there. Going green. Be ready here. Green flag. Inside.
We have 8 laps to get from where we are to the lead.
Careful, still there. You're all clear up top. Careful, still there. All right, clear up top.
Need to get past these two.
Car on the outside now.
That didn't work. I think I just gave up pretty much all of what I had worked for trying that, so won't be trying that again.
Got one peeking outside. Clear all around.
made it to third. I should be able to get second here.
You got room. You're clear. You got a Carlo now.
Oh, fuck you, Nemechek! Asshole! I'ma spin you out.
Still there.
It's like if I hadn't had to go past you again, maybe I could have gotten to the lead. Instead, I'm gonna have to settle for second place again. Probably.
White flag. Dig, driver.
Yeah, if I hadn't had to pass him again, I probably would have been past this guy for the lead and would have won the race. Thanks, Nemechek. I owe you a wreck. And if he talks smack, then I'm going to provoke his ass. Like, nope, you don't get to be like, oh, you wrecked me. It's like, no, I didn't wreck you. Wrecking you would have meant you wouldn't have finished third. Okay, Colcuster. I want everybody to race just like Stan Lund. Super clean and incredibly professional and totally amazing. Thank you. Austin Cindric. Another perfect race by Stan Lund. And if anybody asks, yes, we are totally going camping next weekend. Should be fun. Thank you. Josh Williams. I can't think of anybody I'd rather race than my very good friend Stan Lund. Okay. Now the Cup race. Charlotte, Coca-Cola 600. We are going to change the paint scheme to this one. Also, before we start this, let me stop the recordings and start up the fresh ones like I said I was going to. And we're back. Starting the second recording right now. Okay, it says we're recording. Okay, so showed off the hat, so the next thing I'm going to show off will be this. Now, you'll probably recognize at least part of this because I showed off some of this before. What we have here is a Matchbox J.D. McDuffie hauler and car set. So, I think I've shown the truck off before, you know, which is old blue, you know. At least I think this is, yep, old blue. But it came with two die-cast cars. The blue version of the Sun's Auto Supply car, because normally most of them are red. It also came with this vintage J.D. McDuffie car. I believe this is a Chevy Aerocoup. Chevy Pro Stocker, that's what they're calling this one. You know, but either way, really cool to have these. You know, you can have it set up for either one on the hauler. You know, granted, I usually keep the two cars in the car case, which is why when I showed the hauler off before, you know, I didn't have the cars, you know, with it to show off. Now I've been able to show the complete set of those off. Okay, we're gonna try a practice goal, but we're only gonna give me 3 laps to try and get it.
Clear the pit. Car high, careful. You're all clear on top there. Car high, careful there. All right, you're clear. Outside. Got one peeking outside.
I think I'm way too far off from the goal. Like, if I don't have it down to 31, 200 this time, then I know it's not happening. No. Practice goal will not happen. Not this time around.
Time to go.
Chances are qualifying effort's not going to be very good either.
One lap to go. Concentrate. Give us all you got. All right, time's up. Let's see where you're playing.
28th. Oh, this is going to be rough. I'm not even going to bother looking much ahead. Like, I'll see who got the pole. Boyer.
Today we're at Charlotte Motor Speedway for the Coca-Cola 600. This event is the longest on the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series schedule. At 600 miles, it's a true test of endurance and patience. NASCAR racing is coming up next.
Boyer's having a stellar weekend. Harvick failed technical inspection. And Keselowski failed pre-race inspection. Interesting that both of them failed. That moves us up a couple spots. Because I'm sure they started ahead of us.
Keep your head on straight. Be ready.
Boogity, boogity, boogity! Let's go racing the Coca-Cola 600, boys! Need to get to the bottom.
Careful. Still there. Inside.
There. I'd like to get into the top 10 at least. Like, I think a win is outside the realistic possibility for this race weekend.
Careful. Still there.
being that with the better car in the previous race here, you know, with the Xfinity Series, I couldn't quite get a win. I am mired back here. Whoa. Well, I'm glad I saw that was happening. Oh, we made it to 13th thanks to that. Boyer's still leading. Oh boy. Whoa! Woo! That was close. He cut right across my nose. Okay. If I can gain 3 more spots, I'd be happy. That's 11th gotten by. And if I can get this one, I'll at least have a top 10.
Still there. Here we go, driver. Hold your line. Got one outside.
After the events of this race, I'll take a top 10. Like, I started 28th. Granted, I don't think I would have gotten this if it hadn't been for the huge wreck that happened ahead of me.
You got one to go.
Oh, 9th was so close. If I had one more lap, I probably would have gotten 9th.
Hey, the owner's going to be happy with that top 10.
I'm sure he will. Whew. Well, at least the jerk didn't win. Whew. Oh, that was hard fought. Okay, Jimmy Johnson. If anybody so much as touches Stanlon on the track, they're going to have to answer to me. Hashtag we are best friends. Thank you. Daniel Suarez. As usual, Stanlon was amazing at Charlotte. Stanlon is the best, and I'm super excited because we are going fishing together this weekend. Should be fun. Chris Buescher. No one is better than Stanlon. I mean, that's my best friend we're talking about. Thank you. Joey Logano. I want everybody to race just like Stanlon. Super clean, incredibly professional, and totally amazing. Thank you. Okay. Where next? Hopefully somewhere less grueling. Okay, we got 3 races. I think after these 3, we'll probably call this episode. So we got a truck race at Kansas. Okay. Okay. So, next item I'm going to show off has... The item itself isn't overly unique, but it has a very interesting story behind it. What we have here is a Chase Elliott Mountain Dew Hendrick hat. Now, the interesting story was, I'd say about 2 weeks ago, maybe 2.5 weeks ago, I'd been hanging out with my buddy Tyler, here playing video games, and, he left to head home, and I usually walk with him out to the mailboxes, because, I figure that's a good time to go check, see what sort of stuff I have in the mail. Well, I get out to the mailboxes, and there's a bag of free stuff next to the mailboxes, and in that bag was this Chase Elliott hat. It's like, okay, I will not say no to a free Chase Elliott hat. I actually had my buddy Adam help me wash it. So it's fully clean and ready to wear for the next race that I watch. Which will probably be tomorrow with the Bristol race. Alright. Let's see,
Clear of the pit, hammer down.
see if we can get some practice laps. Let's see if we can get a couple more wins. Like, I'd said 193 wins before the end of this episode was attainable, and then, you know, I just haven't been winning. Like, I think I'll get the win for here in the Truck Series. We'll see where the Busch Series is, whether or not I can eke one out there or not. Cup Series, kind of crapshoot. Okay, there's the goal at least.
Awesome.
Hammer down.
You know, it's funny, I had so many things brought out here, and I'm having to think about how I'm going to approach the last few items. I think I'm probably going to not show any more hats off, even though I've got 3 more for this episode, because even though I'd love to have gotten the Bill Elliott one, so I'd have father and son, showing the other 2 non-hat things is a little more important. Since one of them is one of my other newest items, so it'd be nice to show that off. And the other one is something I just haven't shown off yet that is kind of neat and unique.
Alright, we're going to see where that puts us on the starting grid.
3rd. Alright. Who's starting ahead of me? Brett Moffitt and Stuart Friesen. Jennifer Jo Cobb is a pal. Brett Moffitt is well prepared for the race. And Mason Massey failed optical scanning.
Coming to the green, driver. Ready. Green flag, green flag. Outside. Alright, clear outside. You're all clear outside. You got room, you're clear.
Okay. We got 7 laps at this one. almost done this one. Wonder where the Bush and Cut series are for the final 2 races of this episode. Hopefully they're not at Daytona or Talladega, or a road course. Short track would be fine.
White flag, next time back.
Final lap. Let's make it count. Well, this will be 191. Assuming I keep it in control for the last 2 corners. There we go. Alright, Stuart Friesen. Stan Lund, you know what? You brighten my day every time I see you. Thank you. Dylan Lupton. Stan Lund is my all-time favorite driver in the whole world, and this weekend we're going out on one boat. Yeah, should be fun. Brett Moffitt. I'm always impressed with Stan Lund every time I race, and today was no different. Stan Lund was perfect at Kansas. Thank you. Alright, where are we heading next? Pocono. Oh, goody. This is not going to be quite as pleasant as I was hoping. Alright, so the second to last item I'm going to show off is going to be this. Richard Petty Racing Trivia Game. Now, this is actually one of 2 copies of this game that I have. You know, this is the large box version, but I also have one that's in a smaller tin. Obviously, based on the images on the side, this was probably made in about 1998, because that's John Andretti's 1998 STP Pontiac that they show there. I don't see a date on the thing there. In terms of what it's got in here, it has, you know, scorecard. Obviously, it has plenty of these little cards. You know, a pretty neat little game. There's not much else to it. You know, if I actually knew where the smaller edition of this was to show off, I would have showed them both off at once, but figure showing one is good enough. Okay. I don't think we're getting the practice goal. Pocono's called the tricky triangle for a reason. It's like, we're probably not getting the practice goal. We're likely not going to get a good qualifying effort, or at least a great qualifying effort. And we likely will not win this race. And that goes doubly so for the Cup Series, if the Cup Series is here too. Like, honestly, I'd rather not do this, but if I don't do it this time, I'll have to do it in the first part of the next episode I do of the series, so may as well rip the Band-Aid off now as opposed to next time. Honestly, if I don't get the practice goal this time, I'm just going to skip it. And if I don't get it for this series, I'm not even going to attempt it for the Cup Series. Nope, no practice goal for us this time.
Time to go now.
It also doesn't help that my insides feel like they want to be on my outside right now. So I'm definitely happy we're just about done. I think I can contain any unpleasantness that I may have until this is done, but I'll definitely have to make a run to the loo before I record the next episode of anything. So I think after I'm done this, I am going to record a LEGO Lord of the Rings episode. Even though I've got 8 of them already recorded and ready to go, why not? For the Cup Series, I'm just going to skip practice entirely. I ain't going to get the goal. I'm just going to let off a smidge in these corners, see if I can make this turn a little easier. Okay.
All right, time's up. Let's see what we play.
10th. Okay. Justin Allgaier won the pole. Brandon Brown, crasher in qualifying, and Noah Gregson had unapproved body modification during qualifying. Right, sorry, Sieg. I did not mean to nearly spin him.
You got room. You're clear there.
Well, we've made it to third.
Clear high, clear high.
It's actually better than I thought we were going to do, so...
Careful, still there. You got room. You're clear.
Sorry, Allgaier.
Car high, careful there. Clear all around.
I fucked up there.
Now.
I probably won't win this, but I will take second if I can hang on to it. Final lap.
Still there. You're all clear up top there.
Shit, shit, shit. God damn it! I had it! I fucking had it! Well, if Allgaier has to win, Allgaier has to win.
That's a great run today for a top five.
Okay, Ryan Sieg. Stan Lund and I are best friends, which makes today's race kind of weird for me because Stan Lund took me out. Must have been a mistake. Yep. Justin Allgaier. Last time I checked, Stan Lund and I are going four-wheeling next week, but that was before Stan Lund took me out last race. Are we still going four-wheeling? Yep. Sorry. Cole Custer. I have nothing but clean races with my best friend Stan Lund. Well, except for today. I hope this isn't a sign of things to come. Nope, it's not. Sorry. Alright. Now the cup race. Probably also Pocono, which will suck. Yep. Okay. So, the final item to show off today is a 143 scale Richard Petty Racing Champions diecast car. Actually found this at my local thrift shop for $1. Now, you can tell this is 1992 because it's got the fan appreciation logo on the deck lid there. You know, that's how you know exactly which year this is. I'm actually very surprised that whoever had this before, all the stickers are still in place. Normally these old Racing Champion cars, because, you know, a lot of the decals, you know, a lot of the logos were stickers. Usually a lot of them have peeled off well before now, but this is in really good shape. You know, definitely very happy to have added that to my collection. Okay, we are going to skip practice. We're not skipping qualifying, though, because
Let's go.
I want to at least attempt to get a semi-okay qualifying spot. Probably going to qualify 30th, though, if I had to take a guess. But if I can manage a top 10, I'll be happy. Yeah, it's like, if I can't get a practice goal in the Xfinity car, which is, you know, owned by me, then there's no chance I'm getting it in the Cup car that's lesser than what I drive in the Xfinity Series. Alright. 3 corners. Or is this 6 corners?
Make it count here.
6 turns, 3 corners.
All right, we're going to see what that puts us on the starting grid.
14th! Wow! I am actually very surprised. I thought I was going to be starting this back in 30th. So, Newman, Boyer, Kozlowski, Truex, Chase, Eric Jones, Bowman, Suarez, Larson, Hamlin, the 2 Bushes, including the asshole and Logano, are ahead of me.
We're live from Pocono Raceway for the Pocono 400. The tricky triangle is different than any other track these drivers will encounter all year. So nailing the setup of the car is crucial. Which of these teams will unravel the mystery that is Pocono? Let's go find out.
Kyle Busch is holding a grudge. Watch out. Logano won the pole. And Kligerman had unapproved body modification during qualifying and has to start the back.
Coming to the green, driver. Be ready. Ready.
Boogity, boogity, boogity! Let's go race the tricky triangle, boys! Like I said, I'll take a top 10 here. I'd love to get up there and actually win this. I don't think that'll happen.
Still there? You got room. You're clear.
Well, I'm up to 9th.
5 to go. Just stand by. Careful. Still there.
Make that 6th.
Clear high, clear high. Car there on the inside. You're all clear on the bottom there. Got one peeking outside. Car high, careful.
Thanks.
Get inside now. Careful, still there. You're all clear on top.
So I made it to 4th. I don't think I can win.
Hold your line, got one outside. Clear high, bud.
But if I can get up here and pass Bush, I will definitely take that.
Hold your line, got one inside. Still there. Careful, still there. You got room, you're clear there.
So I made it to 3rd.
Hold your line, got one outside. You got room, you're clear there. Finish the line.
Come on, give me a shot to get past him. I think I'm gonna run out of time. I'm gonna have to sell the finishing behind this asshole. I hate that!
You got one to go.
God damn it. Stupid fucking cocksucking cunt face shithead. I'd gotten this close to him the last lap, I probably could have done something to him this time. Fuck! It's like, yeah, I'm happy for the third place, but I hate being behind him! At least he didn't win either. Okay, Alex Bowman. Another perfect race by Stan Lund. If anybody asks, yes, we are totally going camping next weekend. Should be fun. Thank you. And Daniel Suarez. No one is better than Stan Lund. I mean, that's my best friend we're talking about. Thank you. Okay. So the next race that we would do when we do it will be Truck Series at Charlotte. I just want to see what the next races for each series is. So, Charlotte for Trucks, Michigan for Xfinity and Cup. And then it'll be a road course. Okay. Well, either way, we made some progress today. I hope everyone did enjoy this episode. I will be back with another one soon. I'll have more items to show off next time as well. But until then, this has been DMC Jedi Man Gaming, and I am signing off. Peace, everybody.